You know Papoose still married, right? He ain't got no money to divorce his wife. He ain't got no money to give his wife in the divorce, okay? He got Clarissa's money. Remember, Remy Ma came out and told it all. So I've been asking him to get out of my house, so he moved in with Clarissa, driving Clarissa cars. Everything. Clarissa is out here doing interviews saying her and Papoose are about to have a baby next year. I said, how you gonna have a baby? Listen, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, you see your following? See, this is Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's following right here. This shit.
Married Papoose and Clarissa's pregnant scandal were trending at the same time, and the question echoing through every blog and every messy live stream was simple but dangerous: is Remy Ma being betrayed? And how deep does this situation really go when you have Papoose still legally tied to Remy Ma, while rumors connect him emotionally and financially to Clarissa? Shields and suddenly whispers about pregnancy start floating around like smoke in a room full of gasoline, and one spark is all it takes to turn speculation into a full-blown wildfire. Papoose has built his public image for years around loyalty, especially loyalty to Remy Ma, and every time Remy Ma faced trouble, Papoose stood beside Remy Ma and reminded the world that his devotion to Remy Ma was unbreakable. So now when people mention Papoose in the same breath as Clarissa, Shields, the shock feels personal to fans who invested emotionally in the love story of Papoose and Remy Ma, because they
the baby carriage. He's already married. What if Papoose decides to rekindle things with his wife? People don't be understanding how deep relationships go. I know personally, my mama and daddy were married for 20 years and refused to divorce. And you know why? They used to cuss each other out and then sneak out to the back room every time we had family get-togethers and come out fighting again. The energy. When you spend energy, put energy into somebody, whether it's negative or positive energy, there's a connection.
Saw Papoose defending Remy Ma on red carpets, defending Remy Ma in interviews, defending Remy Ma in music, and now those same supporters are asking whether Papoose has been defending Remy Ma publicly while building something private with Clarissa.
Papoose loved that woman. That's why he let her cheat in peace. That's why he let Remy cheat in peace. You are by default. That's why Remy was able to extract Papoose's phone and see Clarissa begging for Papoose to answer and tell her where he was. And he couldn't because he was with his wife. And how did his wife...
Shields behind the scenes. Clarissa Shields is not just any name in this conversation, because Clarissa Shields carries championship energy, confidence, and financial independence. So when Clarissa Shields becomes linked to Papoose, the narrative instantly shifts from random rumor to calculated move, and critics start asking whether Papoose sees Clarissa Shields as emotional support, financial opportunity, or something deeper and more strategic. Because Clarissa Shields is powerful in her own right, and that power changes the dynamic of any alleged relationship involving Papoose and makes Remy Ma look like the one who could be blindsided if the rumors hold weight. Remy Ma has always been vocal, strong, and unapologetic, so imagining Remy Ma discovering that Papoose may be emotional...
This got crazy. People don't know how to act because he got some hair now. And she decides to debut not only an interview talking about I'm about to have a baby next year with Papoose and he's still married. It literally takes 30 days when you ain't got no job or no income to end the marriage. Why he ain't signed them papers yet? Why? She done came out here, y'all, with a tattoo on the titty. This why everybody was like, why her bra like that? Why it look like that? Why they won't fit? Why her team won't fix her bra? Because she too busy trying to show off that she got this man
actually invested in Clarissa Shields while still married to Remy Ma adds another layer of intensity, because Remy Ma is not someone who quietly accepts betrayal, and if Remy Ma feels disrespected by Papoose, the fallout would not stay private for long, and fans know that Remy Ma does not hide her emotions when loyalty is questioned, which is why the possibility of Remy Ma being betrayed by Papoose hits harder than an average celebrity rumor. The pregnancy whispers connected to Clarissa. Shields escalate everything because once the word pregnant enters, the narrative people stop treating it like simple gossip and start calculating timelines and commitments. And if Clarissa Shields were truly pregnant,
she's not Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs got his baby mama KJ tattooed on his body. KJ ain't got his name on him. That's how it's supposed to go. Sorry, y'all, that was a little too much wine right there. Sorry.
And if Papoose were involved, that would mean Papoose was building a future with Clarissa Shields while still legally connected to Remy Ma, and that would transform this situation from messy to explosive. And every time Clarissa Shields posts anything remotely cryptic, the internet dissects it looking for hidden confirmation. Papoose has remained relatively controlled in his public responses, but silence from Papoose only feeds the speculation, because when Remy Ma and Papoose were united, they moved as a team publicly. And now, when Clarissa Shields is mentioned alongside Papoose, there is a noticeable tension in how carefully statements are crafted and how often names are avoided. And that avoidance speaks loudly to audiences who believe that where there is smoke, there is usually fire, especially when Remy Ma appears less visible beside Papoose than she once was. Some observers argue that Clarissa Shields is being unfairly dragged into a marital situation between Papoose and Remy Ma, while others argue that Clarissa Shields is fully aware of Papoose being married to Remy Ma and therefore cannot claim innocence if the relationship rumors are accurate, and this debate splits fans into camps, with one side defending Remy Ma fiercely and another questioning whether Remy Ma and Papoose were already separated emotionally before Clarissa Shields entered the picture. The financial angle also keeps resurfacing because Papoose has been associated with business ventures and support roles around both Remy Ma and Clarissa Shields, which leads critics to wonder whether Papoose positions himself strategically around powerful women and whether Clarissa Shields represents a new chapter for Papoose that overlaps uncomfortably with the still existing chapter of Remy Ma. And when money, reputation, and emotional loyalty mix together, the lines become blurred and the public grows suspicious. Remy Ma has not issued a dramatic public breakdown, but subtle changes in how Remy Ma interacts online have not gone unnoticed. And whenever Remy Ma posts independently without Papoose, fans flood the comments asking about Clarissa Shields and whether Remy Ma has addressed the situation privately, and every unanswered question becomes a louder accusation against Papoose, because silence in celebrity culture often gets interpreted as confirmation, even when it may simply be strategic. Clarissa Shields continues focusing publicly on her career, but every achievement Clarissa Shields celebrates now gets overshadowed by questions about Papoose and Remy Ma, which is unfortunate because Clarissa Shields has her own identity separate from Papoose, yet the narrative keeps tying Clarissa Shields back to the married status of Papoose and the potential betrayal of Remy Ma, and this triangle narrative has become more dominant than any professional headline involving Clarissa Shields. What makes this scandal heavier is the history between Papoose and Remy Ma, because their story survived prison sentences, public scrutiny, and industry pressure. So for Papoose to risk that legacy with Clarissa Shields, if the rumors are true, would suggest either deep dissatisfaction or overwhelming attraction, or possibly both, and people keep asking whether Remy Ma sensed this shift before the public did, because emotional distance rarely happens overnight, and those closest usually feel it first. The idea of betrayal is not just romantic in this case, but symbolic, because Papoose represented unwavering loyalty to Remy Ma, and that brand of loyalty became part of his identity. So if Clarissa Shields is indeed pregnant, and if Papoose is connected, then the narrative flips entirely, and Papoose transforms from loyal husband to controversial figure, and Remy Ma shifts from powerful partner to potential victim of deception, and Clarissa Shields becomes either the new beginning or the disruptive force, depending on perspective. As this story continues unfolding, every live stream, every repost, every cryptic caption adds fuel, and until Papoose directly addresses Clarissa Shields in clear terms while standing beside or apart from Remy Ma, the speculation will not slow down because the public wants clarity, and right now, clarity is the only thing missing. In a situation overflowing with emotion, accusation, and unanswered questions, and this is only the beginning of a saga that threatens reputations, relationships, and legacies, all at once. The controversy surrounding Papoose, Remy Ma, and Clarissa Shields only grew darker as new rumors started spreading across social media platforms. Because people were no longer talking about music or sports, but instead were dissecting every single interaction that might connect these three names in a hidden emotional and financial triangle that nobody expected to see unfold so publicly and so aggressively, because the idea that Papoose could be involved in pregnancy rumors with Clarissa Shields while still being married to Remy Ma shocked longtime fans who believed Papoose represented loyalty in an industry famous for betrayal. Inside industry circles, the question was not only about romance, but about timing, because insiders started whispering that tension between Papoose and Remy Ma had been growing slowly behind closed doors long before Clarissa Shields was even mentioned, and some sources claimed that Remy Ma had noticed behavioral shifts in Papoose, including longer business meetings and more private phone conversations that Papoose allegedly refused to explain clearly to Remy Ma, which made Remy Ma feel emotionally distant, even though public appearances sometimes still showed smiling moments between Remy Ma and Papoose. But fans now analyze those smiles frame by frame, searching for hidden sadness in Remy Ma's eyes. Clarissa Shields, meanwhile, continued training and maintaining her champion mindset, because Clarissa Shields knew that public scandals could either destroy or strengthen an athlete's brand depending on how Clarissa Shields handled pressure and supporters of Clarissa. Shields argued that Clarissa Shields should not be blamed for Papoose's marital situation, since Papoose is legally responsible for his own marriage with Remy Ma, but critics of Clarissa Shields believed that Clarissa Shields was fully aware of Papoose's marital status before any emotional connection formed, and therefore, Clarissa Shields cannot be treated as innocent bystander in the unfolding drama surrounding Papoose and Remy Ma pregnancy. Rumors surrounding Clarissa Shields became especially dangerous because once pregnancy enters celebrity scandal conversations, the public imagination starts creating entire life stories around unborn possibilities, and some online commentators even speculated whether Papoose might secretly be preparing financial arrangements in case Clarissa Shields confirmed pregnancy while still legally tied to Remy Ma, which would create legal and emotional complexity because Remy Ma would potentially face public humiliation if the narrative of betrayal involving Papoose and Clarissa Shields turned out to be true. Friends close to Remy Ma allegedly suggested that Remy Ma was trying to stay focused on personal independence rather than reacting emotionally to rumors about Papoose and Clarissa Shields, because Remy Ma understands that public confrontation can sometimes strengthen the other side of the scandal, especially if Papoose decides to remain silent and allow speculation to grow. Because silence can sometimes function as strategic protection in high-profile relationship controversies. Meanwhile, Papoose has not released any detailed statement denying or confirming pregnancy claims related to Clarissa Shields, which keeps fans analyzing every social media post made by Papoose, looking for hidden signals, and some observers believe Papoose is waiting for Clarissa Shields to speak first, while others believe Papoose is protecting Remy Ma by not adding fuel to rumors until legal or personal decisions are finalized behind closed doors. Emotional weight of the situation also affects how people remember the relationship history between Papoose and Remy Ma. Because their story was once celebrated as one of the strongest marriages in hip-hop culture, and many young fans used Papoose and Remy Ma as example of loyalty overcoming adversity. So if betrayal involving Clarissa Shields becomes publicly proven, it could damage Papoose's reputation far beyond normal celebrity scandal level. Because fans feel personally disappointed when symbolic couples break under pressure. Some entertainment analysts are predicting that if pregnancy rumors about Clarissa Shields are confirmed, then a legal discussion may follow regarding financial responsibility, public image management, and marital separation processes between Papoose and Remy Ma. Because once pregnancy becomes involved, the story stops being only about emotional betrayal and enters serious family law territory, which forces Papoose to make decisions that could permanently reshape his relationship with Remy. Remy Ma supporters are now watching closely whether Remy Ma will post symbolic messages about loyalty or heartbreak, because Remy Ma is known for using powerful, lyrical expression when dealing with personal pain, and if Remy Ma decides to speak publicly through music or social media, then the message could indirectly address Papoose and Clarissa Shields without naming them directly, but fans would immediately decode the meaning. Clarissa Shields continues to focus on professional competition and training preparation because Clarissa Shields understands that performance inside the ring protects reputation outside the ring, and many of Clarissa Shields' fans believe that the boxer should ignore internet drama involving Papoose and Remy Ma and concentrate on athletic success rather than romantic speculation. Industry observers say the biggest mystery is not whether Papoose is connected to Clarissa Shields emotionally, but whether Remy Ma already knows the truth privately, because if Remy Ma has confirmed information but chooses silence, then the public narrative may be completely different from real-life situation between Papoose, Remy Ma, and Clarissa Shields. As rumors continue spreading, supporters of Remy Ma are demanding transparency from Papoose, while supporters of Clarissa Shields are demanding respect for Clarissa Shields. Independents and critics of Papoose are accusing him of playing emotional dual roles between marriage, loyalty, and alleged new relationship interest, which keeps the scandal alive across social media conversations. The story of Papoose, Remy Ma, and Clarissa Shields is still unfolding, and every new rumor about pregnancy, betrayal, or hidden relationship agreements increases public curiosity because people are emotionally invested in seeing whether love, loyalty, or ambition will dominate this controversial triangle involving Papoose, Remy Ma, and Clarissa Shields, and the world is now waiting for the next shocking revelation to appear. The controversy reached another dangerous level as new online conversations started questioning the future of the relationship between Papoose, Remy Ma, and Clarissa Shields, because people were no longer discussing simple rumors, but instead trying to decode emotional signals hidden inside social media activity, business decisions, and public silence that surrounded the entire scandal. As tension kept growing inside entertainment and sports communities who were watching this situation like a slow-burning conflict waiting to explode at any moment. Reports began circulating that Papoose had been spending more time focusing on private discussions related to family matters, while Remy Ma was allegedly staying away from public joint appearances, which fueled speculation that Remy Ma might already know something serious about Clarissa Shields and pregnancy rumors, but chose not to react publicly because Remy Ma is known for strategic patience when dealing with personal betrayal situations and industry pressure, because emotional reactions can sometimes strengthen the opposite narrative against Remy Ma's side. Fan communities arguments started about whether Clarissa Shields represents emotional replacement or independent relationship development, because some observers believe that Papoose may be attracted to Clarissa Shields' strong competitive mentality and financial independence, while others argue that Clarissa Shields should not be connected to marriage drama involving Papoose and Remy Ma, since Clarissa Shields built her career through athletic discipline rather than entertainment relationship politics. The pregnancy rumor became the most dangerous element of the story, because if Clarissa Shields is truly pregnant and if Papoose is involved, then the future legal and financial responsibility discussion could become unavoidable, and Remy Ma supporters are already predicting that Remy Ma would demand complete transparency from Papoose regarding relationship status, financial obligations, and emotional commitment boundaries, because public humiliation is considered extremely serious inside hip-hop relationship culture. People also started analyzing Papoose's silence pattern, because Papoose has not directly addressed Clarissa Shields' pregnancy rumors, and this silence is interpreted in two opposite ways depending on audience perspective, since some believe Papoose is protecting Remy Ma from unnecessary public drama, while others believe Papoose is preparing strategic separation narrative that will be revealed when timing is politically and socially safe. Remy Ma's online presence also became a subject of investigation, because fans noticed that Remy Ma began posting more independent motivational content without mentioning Papoose, which could mean emotional distancing or simply career focus. But conspiracy discussions quickly connected these posts with possible betrayal anxiety caused by Clarissa Shields' relationship rumors involving Papoose. Supporters of Clarissa Shields argued that athletic success should not be overshadowed by romantic speculation, and many boxing community members believe that Clarissa Shields deserves respect regardless of personal life rumors, because Clarissa Shields represents championship discipline inside sport competition and should not be treated as secondary character inside entertainment scandal narratives. Meanwhile, entertainment analysts are predicting three possible future scenarios for this triangle story. First, scenario is reconciliation between Papoose and Remy Ma after private conversation if pregnancy rumors about Clarissa Shields turn out false. Second scenario is public separation announcement between Papoose and Remy Ma if emotional betrayal evidence appears. In third scenario is long-term silent conflict where Papoose maintains distance from public explanation. The strongest emotional pressure is actually falling on Remy Ma, because society often expects public response from the partner, who it is perceived as victim of betrayal, and if Remy Ma remains silent too long, critics may start questioning Remy Ma's internal marriage confidence, even though silence can be a powerful defensive strategy against online harassment and media manipulation. Industry insiders are also watching Clarissa Shields' career schedule, because major fight preparation periods are usually treated as private mental focus zones, and any confirmation or denial from Clarissa Shields regarding pregnancy rumors could instantly change public perception about Papoose involvement and relationship direction. At the center of this entire controversy is the question of trust, because fans remember the history of loyalty between Papoose and Remy Ma, and they are shocked by possibility that Clarissa Shields might be entering this relationship narrative as new emotional factor that could either break or reshape everything that Papoose and Remy Ma built together over the years as days pass without clear confirmation. Social media speculation continues growing, and every small action from Papoose, Remy Ma, or Clarissa Shields is analyzed as potential evidence, and the world is waiting to see whether truth will finally surface or whether this scandal will remain inside Shadow Zone, where rumors replace facts and curiosity replaces confirmation. The pressure surrounding the relationship mystery involving Papoose, Remy Ma, and Clarissa Shields reached a psychological turning point as entertainment commentators started comparing this situation to classic loyalty scandals inside celebrity culture, where public love stories slowly collapse under the weight of suspicion, business pressure, and emotional distance, because people watching this drama believe that truth usually reveals itself when silence becomes heavier than public statements. And right now, the silence coming from all sides of this triangle is creating more fear than confirmation inside fan communities. People are waiting for a single official message that could change everything overnight. Inside industry discussion groups, analysts began reviewing Papoose's career, history, and public image branding, because Papoose built his reputation around street loyalty, narrative, and marital dedication to Remy Ma, which means any confirmed relationship development between Papoose And Clarissa Shields would create contradiction between Papoose's historical identity and current rumor trajectory, and this contradiction is exactly why audiences feel emotionally invested in this story, because betrayal narratives are always stronger when they involve someone who previously represented trust and commitment inside cultural storytelling spaces, while Remy Ma supporters argue that Remy Ma deserves honesty regardless of how complicated personal relationships become. Behind closed doors, Clarissa Shields continues focusing on professional discipline and athletic preparation, while ignoring most online relationship discussions, because public attention during training season can disturb performance psychology. And sports experts believe that Clarissa Shields understands how media pressure works. Inside championship environments where mental focus is as important as physical strength, and many observers believe that. Clarissa Shields' silence regarding pregnancy rumors is a strategic move rather than admission or denial, because athletes often protect personal matters until competitive obligations are completed. The marriage status uncertainty between Papoose and Remy Ma is becoming the biggest psychological weapon inside public discussion, because people are asking whether emotional betrayal has already happened quietly, or whether the relationship is simply going through natural stress caused by career separation. Public pressure and private disagreements that may not be visible on social media, but could exist inside real-life communication between Papoose and Remy Ma, which makes the entire situation extremely difficult to confirm from outside observation. Alone, financial speculation also entered the conversation. When anonymous online commentators started discussing whether Papoose might be preparing future support structure if Clarissa Shields' pregnancy rumors turn out true, because celebrity relationship scandals often involve hidden financial negotiations, legal planning, and public image protection strategies that are never announced directly but may influence decision-making behind public appearances. And this type of speculation keeps the scandal alive because audiences love predicting invisible power moves inside celebrity drama. Remy Ma supporters are now analyzing every emotional symbol inside Remy Ma's social media activity, including song lyric-style posts, independent lifestyle messages, and subtle references to loyalty, because hip-hop culture often communicates emotional pain through artistic expression rather than direct confrontation, and many fans believe that Remy Ma might eventually release music addressing betrayal theme if relationship truth involving Papoose and Clarissa Shields becomes publicly undeniable. Entertainment journalists are predicting that if pregnancy confirmation appears, 3 major events may follow. First, possible legal discussion regarding parental financial responsibility. Second, possible marital separation announcement between Papoose and Remy Ma. And third, possible public narrative war where social media supporters of each side defend their preferred character, because modern celebrity scandals often transform personal relationships into digital battlefield, where public opinion becomes emotional weapon. The strongest uncertainty remains centered around Papoose, because silence from Papoose can be interpreted as respect for privacy, strategic legal protection, emotional confusion, or intentional avoidance of controversy, depending on which community is analyzing the situation. And this ambiguity is what keeps the scandal trending, since human psychology tends to chase unanswered questions more aggressively than confirmed facts. Sports community members are also divided, because some believe that Clarissa Shields should not be dragged into marriage controversy involving Papoose and Remy Ma, while others believe that public figures must accept social responsibility when personal relationship rumors become widespread, because celebrity culture removes complete privacy. Once names become globally searchable inside internet databases. At this stage, the future of this scandal depends on whether Papoose decides to break silence and address Clarissa Shields' pregnancy rumors directly, or whether Remy Ma chooses to release personal statement confirming or denying betrayal allegations, because Public curiosity is now stronger than initial shock, and every new rumor wave is pushing the story closer to potential resolution or a larger emotional explosion. The world continues watching this triangle story with intense curiosity because love, loyalty, and ambition are clashing inside one narrative involving Papoose, Remy Ma, and Clarissa Shields, and nobody knows whether this chapter will end in reconciliation, separation, or shocking revelation that could permanently change how fans remember this controversial relationship.